let's look at the life cycles and why we don't want to be in the life cycle. First of all, the way the life cycle works is, let's just pull up one. Uh, let's pull up the 25. That this number, the 2025, that follows the L, that is your retirement window. So it says you should consider investing in L25 if you plan to withdraw from your account between the next year and 2027. That means you don't have a lot of time to try to improve your investment. Okay, you kind of stuck. You know, if your retirement is in coming up within the next few years, you kind of stuck where you at. All right. So, but what happens is you can see the allocation, and what they do is they have it allocated between the five funds, and the G fund is going to be heavily into the G fund because the idea is as you get closer to retirement, you don't want your value to be lost. And I'm very intentional when I use the word value because, excuse me, uh, because you don't actually lose money. The only way that you lose money is if you sell your shares. Okay, if you sold them at less than what you purchased them at. Okay, so that's why I say value because you bought shares, your money went into buy shares, and you don't lose the shares. Okay, you only use the value of those shares, right? And did I mention it already? That rate of return is based on share price. Okay, that's what it is. So in the G fund, you're heavily into the G fund. Now the problem with these life cycle funds is over the period of years, it's going to automatically adjust the allocation. And you can see here that from now until 2025 or so, it's going to increase the allocation of the G fund. It's going to get more conservative and more conservative. And the problem with that is you could be missing out on gains, especially now. Think about this now. The market is down right now. You have 3 years left. The market is down. Do you think that the market is going to stay down, keep going down, or is it possible that it goes up? That's what you have to ask yourself before you consider moving from this automatic allocation thing and to actually spreading out your contributions to the C, the S, and the I. Right? That's the issue. You could be missing out on big gains. So that's what you have to think about. And of course, the further out you go, the more that the C fund is allocated, and very little in the G. Okay. Now let's go back to my question. Back in 2008, when the market was at negative 36%, negative 37%, negative 38, poor I was 42, almost half. These shares were on sale. So my recommendation would have been to put more money into your TSP or your IRA or your mutual fund because you're purchasing shares at a discounted price. It's going to cause you to purchase more shares so that when it rebounds, your shares are worth more than they were when you purchased them. People say, back to the last video, some people would say, "Oh, she put a lot of money. She must have put a lot of money into her TSP." No, it's not that she put a lot of money. She put a lot of time in her TSP. Over those number of years, she has purchased share after share after share after share after share until when it's time to retire, right? From back here, matter of fact, let's look at this. There's a share price history right here. Killing me, dude. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's coming up. Okay, so over. Let's just okay. I started in 2000. Let's say I was able to contribute in 2003, which was 19 years ago. I would have been purchasing shares in these three funds at $10 a share. Okay, $10 a share every month through the years. $10. Now notice that it's going up. There may be some dips, but it's consistently going up through the years. Okay, I just saw a dip. 2009. Okay, that was after the housing crash. Actually dipped. Now, had I sold here because I got nervous, I got worried, then I would have lost money. I would have actually lost money, not just value. I would have lost money because I sold. I panicked. I got out the market. I got out of the TSP, whatever. So that's definitely the wrong thing to do. But had I had the mindset I have now, I would have started putting in more money to purchase more shares. And why? Because these same shares that I have purchased at a discounted rate are now worth $60 instead of $8. If I had 1,000 shares and it's jumped, if I was able to purchase 1,000 shares at that moment in 2009, just 1,000 shares, it's gone up $54. That is $54,000 in my TSP account value. Well, 53. That's how it works. Okay. So that's why you don't want to panic when the market goes down. Take advantage, purchase more shares. That is the key. And this is 20 years. I would have been purchasing more shares as the years went by. Okay. And every time it bumps up, every time that share price goes up, that's a rate of return I'm getting on my investment. And each year is going to compound. So my value, as it increases, it's going to compound with the additional interest that I gain. Okay. So I hope that explains it. Hope that gives you some motivation. Hope that kind of clarifies how this stuff works. We'll do another video soon. Not sure what it's going to be, but I'll find something. But that is why you should purchase. That is why you should put your contributions in the C and the S and I. If you're outside the post office and you just want to get started with something, look for an S&P index fund. That'll give you what the C fund is doing or what the S&P 500 is doing. That'll give you the comparable investment to look at. All right. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a comment, a question down below in the comment box. And like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one. Later.